Hey drivers, welcome back to Haptic Garage, where we focus on the everyday hobby mechanic with the right reasons, approach, and techniques to keep the project alive and drive the dream. Hanging out here with Dweezil at the VDub Getaway here in Dover, Florida. There's a lot of cars that have shown up today. We're going to get a good look at all of them. There's a good mixture of Beetles and Things and Gias. I saw a Type 3. I'll let it be a surprise if we can see it again. But I saw a Type 3 a little bit earlier. Lots of buggies today, and of course split buses, camper buses, bay buses. You know, the usual awesome mix of these air-cooled VWs. So we'll go take a walk around and look at what's showing up for this first ever VDub Getaway. I'm going to go ahead and get a look at Dweezil out of the way here. Not exactly a contender, but you know, I was shocked at, what was it, Bug Jam. I went ahead and entered into that. This is crazy. I entered into that show in the custom daily driver class, and Dweezil actually took second place, which I just going to take this opportunity to apologize to everybody else with the better cars, all except for the first place person. But yeah, Dweezil actually took second, so we'll make a showing here as well. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining me today. We're going to take a look at some cars, and then there's a healthy swap meet behind us over there. I've bought some of the stuff in it, so there's not as much as there was. but there's a good swap meet for us to see, and you know, given our motive here at Haptic Garage, it's to keep the project sustainable for those of us that need to do the work ourselves and figure it out along the way and use old parts and make the new parts usable and so on and so forth. The swap meet is a big part of that. So we'll take a good look at the swap meet at 2. Hey there, Greg. Good to see you again today. Thanks for helping us out with our test run yesterday. Y'all can go ahead. So I hope that the picture is looking okay today. I did a speed test a little bit earlier, and the upload speed was much improved. Hopefully that remains and it wasn't just a moment in time, but we're going to go after it. We don't want to miss the opportunity, and so hopefully the picture stays good for you today. Hey there, dog. Good to have you with us. Glad that you made it, and thanks for the confirmation that the video looks good. That is wonderful to hear. Hey there, Frank. Thanks for popping in, man. And you were here with us yesterday too. I've made a little progress on the Portatool. Maybe if I see you at Lakeland or something, I can try and explain the nutty things that I'm doing with that old Portatool to work on some of these cases and see if I can do the old line bore thing. Thanks for the confirmation there, Greg. I appreciate that. And Barry, good to see you as well. Yep, thanks for joining us and letting us know that the picture looks good. I am very, very encouraged by that. All right, let me turn you around here so you can see the show field today. Since this is the first inaugural, this is a new venue to this crowd anyway. You see plenty of high quality show cars over here. Lots of people making the loop. A little bit earlier, they did a limbo contest, and I'll keep panning around here. The stage is now right in front of you. So in front of the stage, they had the limbo contest, and they had the drivers making this loop, right? So they would go through the limbo thing, and if they passed, they would come around the loop and do it again. It was kind of a circus, and it was awesome. A little bit later, if we go on long enough, there's supposed to be an engine blow. That'll make me a little queasy, but I know people would like to see that. So if we're able to stay on for long enough to see the engine blow, we'll try and capture that as well. So lots to do today. Let's go ahead and get started. I tell you what, let's just start with my neighbor here. The Buc-ee's themed bug. Dog says, only problem with video that it makes bugs look lowered. I remember that from our Sanford show. Yeah, this one is a little bit lowered, but Dweezil isn't. Looks kind of lowered because the tires in the front are way, way, way too big. But yeah, check out this Buc-ee's theme. So if you don't know about Buc-ee's, it's becoming an institution everywhere it shows up. These giant gas stations on the highway, like just an amazing amount of pumps at these gas stations, and then you can get anything that you need inside the giant convenience stores that come with them. So a fan favorite for a lot of folks, those Buc-ee's locations. Look at this. I wonder if this person is affiliated in some way officially with Buc-ee's. Built, not bought. Gotta like that too. But yeah. Greg asked, do your front tires rub when you have passengers in Dweezil? They rub when I hit a pothole. Like, it doesn't take much for these to rub because it's just a ridiculous sized tire for stock fenders like that. Robert says Buc-ee's has good food. Hey, you make that trek down south often enough to be stopping at Buc-ee's, so you would know. Good to have you with us, Robert. A good stock representation here. Maybe a little lowered, front and rear. Late model. I'm going to put this guy in the early 70s, mid 70s, something like that. I don't want to mess with the page on the front to confirm, but nice IRS late bug. And another one right next to him. I think we can see the year on this one. This guy's a 73. Somebody was telling me a cool story about a 73 earlier today. That was their high school car. And they had it for years in high school, learned to drive in a fastback before that, and then later in life tried to find it and unfortunately couldn't find their old 73. And they're actually showing a really nice silver Beetle here during this show. So another late model, but some really cool old school touches to it. That looks like a Vi-Air compressor there. Maybe they got some bags in this guy. That way they can make it over the speed bumps. Yeah, I hear you, Robert. I was at one over the holidays. Now let me catch up with chat just a little bit. Barry says, Dweezil, larger front tires, do you feel like you're always driving uphill? Well, the rear tires are even worse. The rear tires are giant. They got a VW Life sticker. Shout out to our friends over in Texas. So it actually is pretty level. I set the suspension at stock height, but it does end up with a slight rake because the rear tires are these big 235/75 15-inch Wranglers. I just, this car, I just put on it what I liked and let it kind of turn into what it is now organically. Really great double cab splitty here, obviously lowered. Oh, we got some great chats today. Thanks for jumping in, everyone. And Greg says, hit the like. Thank you for that. A couple of folks saying hi to each other. Well, here's one I wanted to point out. I did kind of a run through a little earlier, and I was just loving this satin. Right? They went with what looks like gloss on the top, but probably doesn't do it justice to see this on camera. But this is a really cool mixed satin gloss paint job on the. I second that, Michael. Good to have you with us. Here's a cool flat paint job with the white, raised white letters on the outside. Beetle's looking at his nose. It's still there. You're good. How you doing? Doing a little work on the door. That's for realsies. The window regulator today? Oh, the window fell out. Yikes. Easy fix. A veteran bug owner trying to beat the rain. Yeah, everybody remind me if we hit some rain, I need to go roll up Dweezil's windows. Look at this one. Beautiful car. Great to have so many folks with us. Thanks everyone for joining us. Take a look at this gold-ish early Beetle. It's a 61 also. Ragtop in beautiful shape. We'll look at the interior here in a second, but check out the AC. And I got some air conditioning on this car. I feel like I'm seeing air conditioning more often on Beetles. It's making me want it. I'm sure this summer I'm going to really, really want it. There you go. Nicely done interior. Oh, look at the seats. The whole interior done up that way. The door panels, the rear seat. Wow. That's amazing. You can't beat the look of a low back seat too. Those are just cool. Great work to the owner on this one. Here's one of our favorites. This has been a 3-wheel buggy at times. There's a separate attachment that goes on the front to make it a tricycle arrangement. Local owner, one of our greater Central Florida VW crew, fun guy. Been bringing this buggy for a few years now to the shows. This reminds me of something out of Star Wars. Something that might have chased Obi-Wan at some point. It says David Bradley on the side. So I have a new Beetle here, a new Beetle truck. Yeah, kind of Mad Max looking, isn't it? Yeah. Robert's asking, what are the numbers for the show today? Well, I will give you an honest assessment. I don't know the actual numbers, but I'll raise up here and you can see that is the main show field there, which is not full. We have some space over here too. So I think there's room to grow for this show, but based on the time that everybody's having that did come to this one, I think it's a pretty sure thing that it'll be bigger next year.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
I was making comparisons just nominally with the number of cars here today versus the number of cars to some recent shows that I've been to, and it's about the same, if not more. So we have a good turnout. We just have a lot of room to grow that maybe makes it look a little bit sparse. So we check out this early bay here, lowered. I'm seeing a lot of these big hubcaps, and I'm liking those. Hey, everybody. Another splitty, lowered and narrowed. 63 through, at latest, 67. I think that's the deluxe trim. Here I go guessing again. Oh, I just missed the chat there. Let me catch up. Missed it by a week. All right, Robert. Well, hopefully we'll see you at Lakeland. This would be 63 through 66. No reverse lights here. Michael says, never been to a bad dub show. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Cute doggy. Always got to stop for the doggies. Yeah, me either, Michael. It's always a good time. It's such a fun crowd that shows up for these. But look at what we passed up a second ago. We've got a couple of things over here, one low, one high. You might recognize this green Beetle on the corner down here. Been on a number of thumbnails. I know that because I think I took a picture of it for a thumbnail. How you doing, man? But it's such a cool look. Hopefully we'll make it all the way around and see the Beetle that we used for this live stream's thumbnail. We got a late model here. For those that know what they're looking at, here you go. Very cool. It's another satin paint job. Nicely done. I like the fog light. Look at the conduit that they used back here. Doesn't make it all the way up into the housing, but it's a cool look. I like the way they made a bracket for that to mount that. That's smart. I've got mine on the bumper really kind of dumb, where the glass lens is the first thing in the car way out here. So if I ever bump anything, the first thing to go will be the glass lenses. So all right, here's our lowered thing. It'll get you there. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm all right. Is this your thing?
Yes, sir.
You mind being on a live stream? You don't have to. Don't feel pressured. We love your car, though.
Thanks.
Oh, did you say you're good with it? All righty. Cool. Hey, let's meet the owner. What's your name?
Andrew?
Andrew. Nice to meet you, Andrew. I'm Brent.
How you doing, Brent?
Happy Garage. Yeah, we're just taking a look at your thing. This is a 73, it appears.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. What's the history?
Pretty much bought it the way you see it.
Bought it the way you see it. Has it had it long or?
I've had it for about 3 years. All I did is put a different set of wheels and tires on it and lowered it down.
There you go.
The
Very
body-
good.
The body's just as you see it.
So all he's done is new tires, new wheels, and lowered.
I just wash it every so often and go to the show with it.
Very good. You drive it much? Like go get groceries, drive it to work, that kind of a thing?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Good
yeah.
for you.
I'll drive it to work. I'll drive it as long as the weather's nice. Because I don't have the top put on yet. But
Yeah.
as long as the weather holds out, I'll drive it.
Well, you'll want the top off in the summer. He says as long as the weather's nice, he doesn't have the top on it, so he drives it a lot, as we would have it. Very cool. It was Andrew, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Hey, you're welcome.
Great thing.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Who wouldn't want to drive around in one of those? So I have another thing here, lifted up a little bit with some modern amenities. Another 73. Some big duals back here, so I'm out of my league on those, but they look big. Got a nice degree pulley down there. I bought what I'm calling a degreeless pulley, where all of this is totally gone on the pulley itself, which that's all right. I can just etch the ones that I need where I need them and it'll be fine. I got an alternator, probably a 009 there. Nice engine, nice clean tight engine bay. Another good example of a thing. Yeah, let me know what y'all want to see. If you throw it in the chat, maybe tell us what you're working on. You might find some examples. I know there's been multiple times when I'm in a project where I really wish I had immediate access to a show. Robert, yes, Lakeland. Oh no, not next weekend. It is. It's over a month away. It's later in March. But anyway, I'd get into a spot where I wish I could look at another example of what I was trying to accomplish with my car. So if anybody's stuck on anything, we could probably find you something to clear things up for you while we're running around the show. Usually that sensation is more about having immediate access to the swap meet. It's how I justify buying more stuff than I need. It's like I want options. There you have I guess a 1300. What's this emblem here? Is this a little different? Yeah. So an earlier Beetle. Very pretty interior. Look at that. I guess that's white leather. I don't know. What a pretty car. The paint on it's amazing. Try not to get run over here as I back into the street. This one's for sale, it appears. There you go. For $25.5. You can have a 69 Imposter. Got early fenders on a 69. I can relate to that. Good looking car. Here's one of our buggies. Don't mean to be presumptuous, but maybe a lady driver on this one. Cool buggy. That gets your attention in traffic. Very cool. Yeah, a buggy or maybe a tube frame woods buggy. I'd love to have that in my future at some point. I'd be afraid of cracking the fiberglass if I had something like this. Especially if I was taking it in the woods. So this one's for sale too. Hey, you gotta love a car that has a for sale sign on an engine gasket kit card. Anybody else recognize that? The L-ring card there. So in Naples, Florida, there's your contact info if you're interested in the buggy. Jason, yes, we do expect an engine blow contest a little bit later today. We might be around for it. I think it's scheduled for 2 o'clock. Of course, that's show time, right? That's like island time, but show time. Super cool buggy. Here's a convertible, some chrome rims on it.
Yes, ma'am.
You were looking for the Super Beetle stuff yesterday?
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I was talking to somebody yesterday that was
Okay.
had a number of items in mind.
Oh, okay.
Actually, this was one of the things he wanted. He wanted to put some mirrors on his passenger door. And I now forgot who it was, but somebody clued me in yesterday that the nut for that on the it's a matter of locating the hole very carefully, drilling it, and mounting the mirror. And then you get a passenger side mirror on some of these later bugs. Love learning from you guys. You keep me informed. How y'all doing? Is this your car? Want to be on a live stream? Yeah, sure. Let's meet the owner. I'm Brent.
Josh.
Josh, nice to meet you,
Nice
Josh.
to meet
What are we looking at here?
It's a 68 Beetle. It's I built it for my father. And yeah, pretty much it. It's our first show, actually.
Oh, it's a great looking car.
Thank you, thank you.
First show too, huh?
Yeah,
You're doing your first show at the first show. Get it?
yeah.
Very good. How long did it take you to put together?
I actually just got it like 2 years ago. So yeah, I just finished it.
Oh wow, that's a good project.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a father and son build.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Many memories came from that.
For sure, for sure.
The father and son build. Very cool. Yeah, I see you have an alternator on your engine there.
Yes, sir.
A little bit of an upgrade maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. We're going to take a walk around and look at it a little closer.
For
Anything
sure.
we should look out for? What's like the thing that really sets it off for you?
I love the wheels and the paint,
wheels,
the
yeah.
color.
Yeah, it's beautiful silver. Very cool.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Y'all take it easy now.
All right, you as well. Great car. Let's take a look inside here. Then I'll catch up with some chat. Y'all are keeping me busy, and I love it. Look at the floor mats down there. Aren't those sweet? Got a Hearst, an Impy Hearst style shifter there. I picked up one a lot like that, a Hearst, in a kind of a package deal. Uh-oh, somebody spilt their ice cream. So I still need to go through it and see if it's going to work for Dweezil. I'm one of those weirdos that's kind of happy with the stock shifter, but those things are cool. Might have to play with that a little bit. Oh wow, I can't believe Josh didn't mention this. Holy moly. Some cool sound going on in here. Look at the hood prop. All right, very good. All right, one says locating the hole is pretty important advice, and oh boy, all right. Jason says, wow, that's cool. I was only almost kidding. You guys had them here in California. I think I missed the first part of that. Oh, asking about the engine. Yeah, they've kind of fallen out of favor, Jason, and I have a hard time watching an engine blow. There's so many of us that need an engine, but I understand it's entertaining, and that's the purpose of that engine. And so, it's fine. Whatever people want to do, right? To each their own. But yeah, you just don't hear about engine blows quite as often unless it's the type where you're going down the road. An unscheduled engine blow, we might call it. Very cool. Look at this one. A Brasilia. Probably butchering that, but we've got an upright engine and a very tight 3 looking situation. Be kind of tough to get down in there to all of that, but no worse than a regular car. How you doing? Is this your car? This one here? You want to be on a live stream? Oh, I just asked you a couple of questions if you don't mind being on camera. I don't want to push you into it though.
You want to do it, Keith? No.
This your car here?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Walking twice back to the
No worries, no worries, guys.
I'm windy.
Not everybody wants a camera shoved in their face, right?
Just enjoying the day quietly.
Good for y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Yes, sir. Cool working bug here. I gotta keep this one on the road. Just enjoying their day, so good for them. Here's another working bug. Like to see this. This is one that obviously a little rough around the edges, but check out the tires. Like this is to be on the road. This is a bug that's going to get driven. It kind of forecasts the intentions with the vehicle when the maintenance is done like that. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Love your bug.
Oh, thank you.
It's a working bug.
Yeah, it's a working one.
Very cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a business here. Let's give them a little bit of screen time. Here by Jules. That's cool. Look how they coordinated their logo with the paint scheme. Not bad at all. More power to you. That's awesome. Cool car. Saw a car, I think it was called Orange Crust or Creamsicle or something with a similar color paint. I like it. Nice car. Late-ish model convertible here. Maybe a 67. The upright headlights and the early style bumpers. Look at that paint. Do the reflection test. Y'all see me? We can get lost in that paint. Once again, good to have you all with us. We're at the VDub Getaway in Dover, Florida. The first time having this show. Before we move around the corner a little further here, let's check out these buses in the middle. Got a beautiful splitty here next to an equally beautiful bay. A late bay over there waiting for us. Look at that engine bay. A little spin on the degree pulley. I picked up one of these relatively cheap, that flamethrower, so it's got the Patriotic's points in it, but it just comes as an assembled distributor. I got the one with the vacuum advance, so it's supposed to be a good thing. I look forward to messing with that. And I like this, see the 2-post oil pressure gauge there, so you can run the idiot light and a gauge. I do like those. I picked up 3 of them in the swap meet yesterday, so for these budget builds we're playing around with right now, those are going to be very handy. We have a little bit of music in the background. When we did our test yesterday, I did end up having to clip out some of the video for copyright claims. So those of y'all that are with us live today, you may be seeing the only chance we get to see it as we move around the horn here. Let's check out that bay. Student driver, it says. And look at the mural they have on the back. That's cool. I like the red rims and the black caps and the black trim on the windows. Cool choices. Full length roof rack. Looks like they have some 1x6 decking up there. That'll be heavy duty. Nice stuff. All right, let's keep moving here. We're going to take a look at a couple of fast bugs over here. All in the distance, you see the campers. So these are folks that are kind of at home right now, not necessarily on display, so I'll give them their space. Behind where all those campers are, there's a straight road. And as I continue to pan over, you see those trucks in the distance, those semi-trucks. Those are affiliated with a driving school, and yesterday they were practicing backing up. So, go ahead, I'm sorry. Every now and then a truck would make its way all the way down the road, all the way past where we can see. I guess when they made it all the way down there without hitting anything, they'd pull forward. And they had some cones that they had to weave through on the way. It was kind of neat to see them practicing while the show was just getting set up. See lots of campers over here. All right, here's the fast bug that we were talking about. Look at that. Look at that door art. Lake Placid. That's cool. I think this one was part of the limbo contest a little bit earlier. Just to see some of the flavor here. See a lot of vintage bikes showing up at our meets these days. Another cool paint job. Kind of a satinish thing going on. Really well done. Kept it clean inside. Great bug. I think we need to take a look at the engine on this one. My spidey senses tell me there's some beefiness back here. We'll go next door and look at a blower arrangement also. Look at this guy, also rocking the 2-post. Of course, that's what I noticed, but well done, big engine. Look at this. I might have just called that a blower. Don't we call this a supercharger?
Yeah, it's AMR 500.
It's an AMR 500 supercharger. Very cool. In an oval. I think we chatted at a show a year or so ago. You been well? Good to see you again, Britt. Love the bug, man. Take care. All right, so I'm going to move a little quicker as we go through the music, but I want you to see the whole thing. Michael asked about a notch. I have not seen one yet. Got a swamp cooler on this one. I only saw a square back, and it's not where I saw it. So we're a little light on the Type 3s this time around. I'm in a noisy environment now, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Got a Westie, early bay. Looking at a 71 here. Who wouldn't want to go camping in this? Got those big air cleaners, I like that. See those in Gias and things sometimes. Alternator on this one, a vacuum advanced distributor. I like the original style of fuel pump too. Thank you, Michael, I appreciate that. And yeah, Jason, I was doing a little salsa dancing off screen. I'm a well-known salsa dancer, as I'm sure you would guess. Okay, nothing about that's true. Another working bug, this one a little lowered here. A little salty. I like these. Check that out. That's cool. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. A rag top. That'd be good in the summer here. Another look at the show. Long distance here. Hopefully this comes through. We got started right over there. So directly in front of us right now is Dweezil. And directly behind all those cars is the swap meet. Jason says those are Rossi brand headlights. Very cool. So yeah, we're going to be heading over to that swap meet here shortly. We got a convertible for sale and a buggy for sale. I think we're in the for sale section here. So Bob is offering a round windshield later Super Beetle here, 78. Looks like it's in great shape. I was talking to G-Man, our friends from Just Buggin', and he picked up a Beetle today. Did it over the net, found it, had a friend go look at it, picked up a bug, so he's a happy new owner once again. Another later Super Beetle here, convertible of course. Kit car, I think we might have seen this over at Bugfest, not sure. But this one's for sale, Kelmart, yeah I think I remember this one. $12K and it can be yours. See some vendors in the distance there. There's Dub World hanging out with some late models. All right, it's getting really noisy, so I'm gonna come around this other direction. We'll go down the very front of the show. If you're coming out to the show today, or maybe you're gonna catch the next year, this is where you'll come in at. Say, hey, there's a Type 3. Can't tell from here, Michael, but what do you think? Is it square? Is it fast? Is it notch? Let's go take a look. Sometimes the parking lots at these things, like spectator parking, is just as interesting as the show. They're gonna come to us. Here we go. This may be your day, buddy. Oh, not so much. It's a square. But we're happy to see a Type 3. The grocery getter, it says. Can y'all make it out in the distance? There's a what looks like a Dodge A100. I'll tell you a story that I should be ashamed to share. When I was in college, I'd had Dweezil for a little bit. He was all torn apart because I had done that, and a buddy of mine had a Dodge A100 van like the one that you see in the center screen right now, and we were going to do a trade. Thankfully, the trade fell through. That would have changed history. I would have ended up with a Dodge A100, but he got cold feet, and that was probably the right decision because Dweezil was all taken apart and his A100 actually ran. Here's the main drag here. That's where the stage is. I guess somewhere around here will be the engine blow. Oh, I think I see the victim up there on the right. I'm gonna walk around these speakers right quick and give you a look at some of the other vendors here in our pavilion. We've got barbecue, got lemonade. I'm told that one of these places has boiled peanuts, and that's a favorite of mine. One of those love them or hate them things. How you doing? No, thank you. In the middle of a live stream right now. Well, what do you have?
I have Andy's Mint Dark Chocolate.
Do you mind being on a live stream?
I guess.
All right.
I've never been on a live stream.
We're gonna sample an Andy's Mint. How about that?
Andy's Mint?
I'm Brent.
Hi, Brent. I'm Dana.
Dana, nice to meet you, Dana.
Nice to meet you, Brent.
Here, can you hold that like this? There you go.
I can hold it.
All right, so here we go.
Whoop.
Good job. You're doing good.
Okay.
So you said this was the Andy's Mint.
Andy's Mint. So Andy's Mint Dark Chocolate, actually.
I recognize that. Super yummy.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's the name of your business?
It's called Dee Dee's Delights and More.
Come on over there.
Um,
It'll go. There you go. So we got Dee Dee's Delights.
I don't know if I got it. Oh, there. Well, it's kind of like a side view.
You're doing a good job.
Okay.
Nice. Got some contact info there.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy your
It's too yummy. You said you're Dee Dee?
I'm Dee Dee, yes. If you
Great
look
to
at
meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Double D's.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, enjoy your afternoon.
We'll do it. You too.
Thank you.
That was yummy. Got some of the special cars in here too. This is a nice space in here. Got the Love Bug. That's a nice one. And a Liquid Molly themed car over here. I like the black trim. We've done that on Dweezil, so naturally I like that. But I think that is a cool look for a Bug. Ooh, this guy's fast. He gets up and goes. See that? All the stuff to put some pep in your step. Oh, there's that square that we might have been talking about. Look at that. So we got two Type 3s today, both of them squares. It's a super nice square back. Nice. I'm going to swing you around here. There's some cool stuff behind me too. Look at this. An early Beetle. Folks, how often do we see these? This is a split window Beetle. Little information on it. It's a 49. Wow. Don't see many of those at all. Would you mind being on a live stream?
No, I don't care.
Great. Let me have something in my hand. I'm Brent.
Brent, I'm David.
David, nice to meet you, David.
I wish this was my car. Actually, it is, come to think of it.
Oh, it is. Okay,
Yeah,
all
it
right.
truly is.
You could probably tell me more about it than the actual owner.
Yeah, I guess.
We've got the stand-in real owner. So tell me about its history. Well, back in '49, it was built.
Well, it depends on how many thousands of people are currently watching.
Right. We're in the fraction of 1,000.
Okay, that's a good enough amount.
Yeah.
So this obviously is a 1949 split window Beetle.
Yes, sir.
We had this brought over from Germany about 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and it used to belong to a guy by the name of Florian.
Flooring?
Florian.
Florian.
He was one of the 2 founding members of Kraftwerk.
Oh, I see. That explains
Yes.
the front. Very cool.
This is Florian's personal car.
Picture of him in the back seat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can check that out.
Yeah.
I'll sneak behind you here. So you brought this over from Germany.
So Florian passed away of cancer a couple of years ago, and his sister reached out to us and said that his car would be coming up for sale from his estate.
Uh-huh.
And we had seen it street parked in Dusseldorf, and we really liked it. We were really smitten by it. So when the opportunity came to buy the car, we immediately jumped on it. And it wasn't very well publicized, so the sale wasn't. So
Wow.
yeah. So obviously, once the deal went down, Germany took a great deal of interest in the purchase of it, and this is Germany's equivalent to the New York Times.
Uh-huh.
It's called the Süddeutsche Zeitung, and they printed a full-page story in the A section, page 3, about the 2 Americans who purchased Florian's Beetle and took it back to the United States. Basically, it was like hand-wringing about the fact that this piece of German history was leaving the country.
Yeah. I could see that it would be significant.
Yeah.
Whether they were wondering what was going to become of it, what your intentions were, and that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, we are known as the biggest Kraftwerk fans, so it was only fair that it would pass in our possession.
Yes, sir.
Like, we like Volkswagens, don't get me wrong, but this is the Venn diagram of Volkswagens and Kraftwerk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everything comes together here.
Yeah.
That is just awesome. Your first name again?
David.
David.
Last name is Sandborn. This is Jennifer.
Jennifer. Nice to meet both of y'all.
This is not just a me thing, this is an us thing, because she's the one who talked to me
Yes, I was
into
thinking
going through with it.
and we have to make a go at it.
Oh, you're in the right place at the right time. What did you get?
Oh, do I get a sticker?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Did you intend on giving me one?
Yeah. I got one.
Awesome. Hey, check this out. So we got some stickers, folks. We'll have to share. Very cool.
I didn't know if we would have the oldest Volkswagen here, but we do, and we have the Kraftwerkiest Volkswagen.
Which will probably always be the case.
Generally,
Yeah. Well, y'all are going to be excellent stewards of this piece of history.
I think so. Oh,
Got
and
accepted into Amelia.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Amelia Island.
Concord Day.
yes, I know.
Nice. I was up there in my RV, but it was the Concord Day Lemon
Saw that
show.
too, and it was epic. Yeah.
But yeah, this is legit.
We're not pampered rich people. Like, this is like an IRA that we talked about it and said you can have an IRA, or you can have fun, which accumulates even more value than an IRA, and so
It's an investment.
yeah.
Very cool.
We've never owned a new car ever. We've always been frugal, but the opportunity to pick this was something we couldn't turn down.
What a great story. I'm happy for y'all that you got it.
Yes. What is Haptic Garage?
Haptic Garage is a YouTube channel. Got a few friends with us here, and we're just doing our live stream for the first VDub Getaway.
Excellent. Well, hopefully you guys will be as big as Mighty Car Mods one day.
As long as we keep having fun, any size is fine. But yeah, you can check us out. You'll see yourself.
Excellent. I'll let you get back to your live stream. And
You bet. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
all right, coffee time.
Yeah, keep on enjoying your car. Take care, y'all. David and Jennifer, a 49 Beetle. Came over from Germany, owned by their musical group that they like the most. I'm gonna be careful here. Look at that. We gotta check out the engine on this one too. Hey, I think I see a super chat popped up. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. I never expect that, but I always appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Let me see if it'll give me some information here. I'm tapping on my screen like I'm 90 years old here. No offense to 90-year-olds. There we go. Michael, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It says, buy a corn dog or something. How about some boiled peanuts? I might have to go for that. There's proof that we're looking at a split window Beetle. My goodness. Here's my neighbor. This is Jim. How you doing? He talked to us at Sanford about his 66 surf-themed bus. Super cool guy. Makes a great neighbor in the campground and has a premium spot for his bus. Look at this. I don't know, are there any motorcyclists out there? Got a copper-toned one here. Yeah, so boiled peanuts are covered by or something. All right, fair enough. I might have some Cajun boiled peanuts in my future and a strawberry flavored lemonade. All right. Got all the funny, pithy t-shirts you could ever want. We're going to sneak back out to the car show proper here and make our way over to the swap meet. If anybody knows our buddy Michael Shores, you'll see his space buggy. How you doing, buddy? What's the YouTube channel? Alex Q. Lato. Check him out on YouTube. He's keeping the chassis company.
This gentleman right here is responsible for that.
Oh, nice. You mind being on a live stream? Tell us about the cars. Tell us about the cars.
Sure, in a few.
In a few?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Do your thing. We're going to head over to the swap meet.
Thank you for
Great
stopping
seeing you
by,
guys.
bro.
Yes, sir. All right, look at this. So we just met the person responsible for these, as we're told. Looks like a master craftsman to me. Enjoying their day here at the VDub Getaway. The First. Anybody here ever been to the First car show? Of whatever car show that's happening. There's probably a more elegant way to say that, but there you go. I think you know what I mean. We've seen this guy recently. Beautiful single cab. I'll just show you again. Let's look at the engine. Can't get enough of it. Look at this guy. How you doing? Super clean. 10 minutes they're saying for the engine blow contest. I'm going to be running around a little bit. The 356, I think, is what we call these. Made out of unobtainium.
Not sure how that's going to work. Those just not going over or whatever. Anyway.
Got some folks laying low back there, so we'll give them their space. Wow, look at that. Yeah, inaugural show. Thank you, Michael. That would have been a better way to say it. Splitty double cab, also beautiful. How would you like to be responsible for so many beautiful VWs and their restoration? There's another copper themed vehicle. We saw that. I don't know if that was a Harley or what in there.
Yes, it matches.
Oh, nice. Thank you. So this is the matching partner to that motorcycle we were looking at. Very cool.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. A close look at that one. Copper White 5. Oh, and copper grills on everything. We took a theme and ran with it. Awesome. All right, let's see if we can get over to the swap meet real quick like. There's a couple of buggies sitting over here. All right, so what are we looking for today? We're going shopping. Oh, this is my other neighbor in the campground here with her silver Beetle. How you doing? Great car. It's kind of a 3-window thing they got going on back here. Beautifully done. I'm gonna swing it around one more time here. This is my buddy John from upstate New York. Came all the way down to share these parts with us. If things go well, we may be buying an engine core over here. Got a couple of puppy dogs. Yeah, he's looking to sell his 67. And we have kind of a funny arrangement that works for both of us. If he needs to sell the car with the engine, it'll go with it and that'll be fine. But if not, we might be pulling an engine tomorrow. This one is going to need a tear down. It's got a bit of in play. You might have caught that. Watch here. Right? We're looking for about 4 thousandths or so. And I think we have about an eighth. It is free. It does move, but I got some good parts here. Ran when parked, right? So that might be a thing for tomorrow. That'll be kind of fun. Got some low backs if anybody needs them. Some high backs. Some heater boxer cores, some blade bumpers. All kinds of treasures here. Let's walk down the way a little bit. How you doing? How are you? You wouldn't happen to have some stepped studs, would you? Some 6 to 8 millimeter?
No.
Like for oil plates? No go. I've been striking out on that one. All right, thank you.
They used to have them at the VW shop. They finally got them at VW shop in Tampa.
Triangle is close to me. They might have them there. You bet, Darren. Love a good swap meet. Give you a look at the bits and bobs here. I'm sure there's some of this stuff y'all know you need. This is what I'd like to dig through mid-project. When you realize you don't have what you need. Anybody know what this is for? That's an interesting one. I have no idea. Let me know if you know. Cool bits of hardware. Knobs for our switches on the dash. Spare bulbs. Yeah, super helpful stuff when you know what you need. Your blower housings, firewall, breastplate there. Oh, look at this. Brand new early headlights. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I had a tent come down. I got a gust of wind there. Some sandblasted mollies. They look like maybe even smaller than 85. Not sure. Ring gaps have a little drama on them. Got some intake manifolds for duals back there. All right, who's salivating over all this stuff? Some toolage here. So if you're wondering where your 10 millimeter wrench is, here it is. You left it here. Pick it up after the show. Got some more exhaust here. Anybody need some stock carbs? We got a 3031, kind of a replacement for a handful of carbs there, and then a couple original 28 picked ones. Got this guy, got one sitting over here. You can really make some big progress in your parts list when you're working on a project, trying to make your way through it or just get it started. You come with a little bit of knowledge of what you need and what the going rates are, ready to make offers, you can really do a lot of good at a swap meet. A little bit of a dispute over t-shirt sales over there, if anybody gets the reference. How you doing, man? Not much. Doing our live stream. This gentleman gave me a good deal on an intake manifold a little earlier. Little conversation going on among pups. Got all the intake manifolds you need there. or castings, that is, the end castings. Yeah, I just love this part. A couple of transmissions, some IRS transaxles rather. All right, let's go down this way. I ran into somebody, I hope he's hanging out at a spot that makes VW keys. He came across a stock of blanks and a key cutter, made a deal for it, and is here making keys today. Very enterprising, right? I had to learn what this is. Can anybody tell me? It's got a hex outside, and then that bolt size, just for reference, fits the pulley end of a crank. Yes, sir. He just told us it's for a pancake engine. Thank you, sir. Have a couple of rims, some center lines sitting there. All right, making our way over to our key making friend. If anybody recalls, it was this gentleman that gave me a great deal on a bunch of stock carbs when we were doing the live stream with Rob Stapleton on his channel. This was back in Bug Jam. So we did a little business earlier today too. Well, look at this. It's Jeff Rowe getting a key made. For Veronica. Nice. Can I get a close shot of that? So I've been telling everybody about what you're doing with the key making. It's over there on the wire brush, cleaning this one up after cutting it over here. On this side. How you doing, Jeff Rowe?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Look at that. Yep, key making friend will ship.
All right, we're gonna go watch that engine blow up.
Yeah, it's coming up real soon.
Jump in. Like 2 minutes.
Yep, we'll run over there.
Appreciate it, guys.
Very cool. Let's get a quick word with our key making friend here, and we might head over to see the engine blow. Watch Veronica drive off.
Hey, your e-bike's on.
Good times at the show. All right. How you doing, man?
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. So what's your name?
Sean Thompson.
Sean? Brent? Nice to meet you, Sean. So how can people get in touch with you for keys?
I am under Sticky Business.
Sticky Business.
Yeah, I am located in Plant City.
Plant City, yeah.
Yeah, my phone number is 813-454-7646.
813-454
7646.
7646. There you go. And what I saw you had a board of keys at somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you have on that board? Look at this, folks.
Plenty of old school Volkswagen keys, house keys. It's kind of dirty right now, but it's been in storage for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's cool. We like them a little sweaty.
Using my dinosaur of a key machine here.
Yeah,
Oldie
very
but-
nice.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Good stuff. Guaranteed to work, yeah?
Just a
little bit more of the stock there. Oldie but a goodie. You know, the thing that I liked about this key making machine was the light. Look at how cool that lantern is there.
Yeah, it's
That lamp shade.
yeah, a bit.
Yeah, it looks right with an
It's got-
incandescent bulb.
It's got some life to it.
A little bit of an orange hue coming out of it, right?
It's a little crusty. But it works, right?
Very good. Well, thanks so much for chatting with us.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully some folks will look you up for some keys.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Have a good
Y'all as well. Thank you. Love this crowd. All of y'all watching, the folks that show up at the shows. This is just a great group of people, fun to hang out with for a couple of days at a time anyway. So here's a wide shot of the swap here. Get an idea on the size of what we're dealing with here. So pretty good showing. It's got to be tough to have one of these shows when you're an old pro. It's got to be even harder to start one of these shows, but to start a show and get a decent turnout the first time out, that's pretty amazing. So the folks that put this together, sponsored by Volkswagen of Brandon, Florida, they should be proud of themselves. They've done a good thing here. So we got a couple of things we can take a peek at here while we're waiting for the engine blow. I think we'll know when it starts. I think it was scheduled for pretty much now, and we're just a few steps away. Take a look at this patriotic themed trike here. Very nice, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Saw you cruising on this yesterday.
Oh.
Do you mind being on a live stream?
Yes.
Do you mind being on a live stream?
Oh, no.
You,
Did you get it without the belly?
yeah, sure. High shots only. You're okay with that? All right, great. There we are. Very cool. What's your name?
Name is Brian Layton.
Brian. Nice to meet you, Brian. And our pups?
This is Cooper and this is Callie.
Cooper and
My wife's name
Callie?
is Gail.
And Gail.
Gail.
Gail, nice to meet all of you.
They love to go riding on that too.
I bet. That'd be a
All the way to
sight.
the back.
Very cool. Did you build it?
My son and I did it. We found it about 30 years ago up in Hudson, New York,
Found in Hudson, New
in
York.
a barn find. And so I had it for about 20 years. About 3 years ago, I tore it apart and we powder coated everything and painted the frame. Just a retirement project.
That is awesome. We're going to take a peek at it. Thanks for telling us about it. So,
No problem.
a couple of years old in the restow retirement project. I recognize that type of buggy exhaust. Got that in the Beetle too. Have a power pulley on here. It's a little smaller, right? So it doesn't reserve as much energy for the fan. And then down here, a full flow adapter with a Wix filter on it.
Brake lights are actually simplified.
The brake plates are what?
Back light. That's actually simplified. That's my,
Here?
No, the center. That's all lights.
Oh, here. Oh, Semper Fi. You're a Marine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, can everybody make that out? Right, when it comes on, that would definitely light up there.
That footlocker is actually 70 years here.
How about that? 70 years old, you said?
Well, that's when I got out of the Marine Corps in
This here.
1971. That's when that footlocker was from.
Got out of the Marines in 71. Still has the footlocker, and it's found a home here on the trike. Now that's a story right there. That is cool. Got a stereo in the footlocker. That's having fun.
You gotta do it. Retire and play.
There you go. Great chatting with y'all. Y'all have a good one. Isn't that cool? Vietnam era, that's awesome. I agree, Darren. Got another rag top early. It says a 63 Snow Bunny. Beautiful car. All right. I think the engine blow has started, so let me hustle here. I don't think they last very long. They're gonna show that it runs and then dump the oil, and I think the added bit for this one is they're gonna cut the fan belt. I don't think cutting the fan belt's gonna make much of a difference to an engine that doesn't have any oil in it, but we'll see how it goes. I'll try and get you a shot. Good that you're here live. We'll probably have to cut this out with the copyright stuff with the music, but here you go, folks. So you see a Type 1 engine on the stand here. Lots of people in front of me, so I understand if you can't see it. And I'm not able to see the chat when I have it up high like that.
Side bet on how much gas it'll use.
There we go.
Maybe next time, right? All right, bet's closed off. Looks like it is. Yeah, now all the people back up.
Smells awful. That's all she wrote. Hey! Better here than on the road, right? Ah! That's Jeff from Type 4 Revolution.
A lot longer.
Hey, buddy.
No
I guess
way!
somebody should put some slick 50 in it.
Short-lived!
How you doing, man?
I'm glad I picked short numbers. You picked over 4 minutes, you lost. Walk away.
It's always less than a minute. There's our victim. We're about to close things out. You want to say hey to everybody? I'm on the live
I
stream
would
right
have guessed
now.
about 10 minutes or something. Huh?
So, real quick here, got a buddy, Jeff. He runs Type 4 Revolution, master engine builder, so definitely check him out. He goes by Type 4 Revolution on Instagram. Very interesting feed. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Hope we don't get copyrighted for this
Good to see you.
music in the background.
Oh, I'm sure that I will. That's all right. We can deal with it.
Good show. And if you didn't show up today, you missed it.
That's right. That's right. We got a little bit more show tomorrow, so you can come on out to catch it.
Right on.
Just as an example, what do you have in the shop right now?
Oh, we can start there, huh?
Yeah.
I got
Give them an idea.
a 76 Brazilian bus that I'm putting a 2017 cc motor in.
Nice.
Rebuilt transmission from B&D Transmission.
What's that again?
And then we got a 93 flower truck, Brazilian flower truck.
I mean, I was
working on,
really
and
looking
I've
forward to
also
some
got a-
serious carnage, man. I want to see a rod.
Got a Spider, 550 Spider in there.
I want to see
Wow.
a
Spider. Good car.
550
85 deck Spider.
I was looking for
Which 85 deck Spider is pretty much like a classic car anymore.
I'm
Even though
not
it's a good car,
disappointed. I just
Yeah.
they're still getting
wish it would have been a
expensive.
little more. That's all.
So that's a full blown bring it back to life.
Busy shop.
Yeah. And then probably a dozen motors in build.
Something like that in a Chevy V8.
I'm gonna get a few more Type 4s out there and a whole bunch more Type 1 motors.
Very good.
Everything's 2 liter or above, so
Nice.
it's the small ones. Small.
Very nice. But he shares a lot of this, and I was telling him the other day when I'm watching his feed, it's like, wow, that seems like you're making a lot of progress. This guy is a workaholic, always churning out the engines, but to a very high standard. So check him out, Type 4 Revolution over on Instagram.
So
First,
here,
that's what makes it tough. You'll take that one back to the shop.
It's in the cloud.
check us out.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Take care.
Seeing you.
All right, I think we covered it, folks. I'm going to walk away from the music here a little bit, have the engine blow at the end there. Got to see the swaps, got to see a bunch of cars. Once again, a shout out to Michael, Whitetail Rancher. Thanks for the super chat. I super appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody here joining us. Let me catch up with chat one more time as we see our friend Spot here with Just Buggin'. Make sure I haven't missed too much in the chat. Got to go do some errands, Barry says. I do as well. Yeah, that's right. That's right, dog. Just push. Oh, wow. I missed all of this chat with this. Our hearts were going out to that engine as it went down. Yeah, that's kind of tough to watch, but hey, you know, if it brings people to the show, it's a good thing. Yes, sir.
You doing archery?
I am.
What's your YouTube?
It's Haptic Garage. I've got a couple of friends with me here. What's your name? Oliver. I'm Brent.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Oliver. And Joseph. Nice to meet you, Joseph. Good firm handshakes from these young gentlemen here. Haptic Garage. So we got a couple that are going to join us on the crew.
I already follow you.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to wrap this one up, but y'all can check it out a little bit later.
Yep, there we go.
Very good. All right, thanks, guys.
Yep,
Y'all have a good one. Look me up in Lakeland, and I'll get you some stickers. All right, one last look at the show here. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me today. There's that trike we were looking at a little bit earlier. All right, more to come. I'll catch up on chat one more time. Darren says, thanks. You are quite welcome, and you have a good day as well, dog. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good weekend. Get a little bit of work done on your car, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.